And we're live. It's been a while. It's been a long while. Just a lot of things getting in the way. The world conspiring against me. Sorry, I'm just, life getting in the way. But welcome to another episode of Aetherseed Cycle of Stars, our D&D 5th edition live play game set in my own homebrew world in a modern era of industrialized might and magic. Now where you can find and buy cantrips in the pharmacy or just a corner shop. Before we jump into things, and tonight promises to have a few events, we'll just quickly go around and everyone say who they are and who they're playing. So, Jade, take it away.
Hi, I'm Jade. I'm playing Will Soul, your Fire Dynasty cleric of justice and all of those things in the world because, I am that person.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nate.
Hello, I'm Nate. I'm playing Errol Reminash, the Cragling fighter.
Ash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm playing Olo Proudburrow, the Lightfoot Halfling rogue who's learnt to play a pipe.
And last but not least, Kat.
And I'm Kat. I am playing RaQui MriTtyur, the Aarakocra bard / warlock / medical examiner / plays with dead bodies.
Hey, that's a way of putting it.
I was just trying to follow up Jade's epic introduction.
And Olo learned to play a pipe, so setting the tone for tonight, maybe.
Yeah, that's really setting the tone for tonight. Last time we played, RaQui met a member of her family, her dear aunt, who was, at least to Errol, thoroughly terrifying. Not a fan, but not much they can do about it. RaQui managed to have a frank conversation with her mother and discover that, maybe that aunt is involved in whatever is going on with her. So, and now she's been given an address to go to what is a storage locker for things that were kept from her grandparents. Will is still waiting for news from Clara, who went out to find out what's going on with Will's quote-unquote maternal grandfather and her mother. The gala for the fundraiser, for the annual fundraiser for the Olo Proudburrow Foundation, created by Olo's parents when he was taken from them as a child, is in a day or so. So that'll be interesting. And Olo received a communique, a message from an old acquaintance, Mr. Chamomile, that they should have a meeting in private in a public place with lots of witnesses. And Errol had a conversation with the hubby about a vacation that is sure to just be smooth when he visits. So, we begin our story the next day. We begin with Errol. You wake up and you have a message, a text message on your phone that got in when you were just zonked out. And it's a message from Corin saying that he's cleared things out and he can make the trip in a week.
Okay.
That's it.
I send back heart emoji and will clear the time my end.
Okay.
And then knowing Errol, he probably goes on his jog and picks up the paperwork he needs to fill out.
So, what are you all going to do? All of you wake up in your different rooms, and I leave everything to you to take us on your individual journeys.
Jog.
I am going for coffee and then going to try and find Errol.
Where are you going for
Message him.
coffee? You're going out or to Will's room and wake her up?
I'm going to Will's room because I feel like if I go out for coffee and Will realizes, she's going to be really upset with me. So I'm just going to go and knock gently to see if she's awake first.
Will is not in her room currently because she is already downstairs getting coffee sorted. So after a little while, you'll probably realize that she's not there,
Okay.
but then you'll probably smell the coffee.
I follow the direction of the coffee smell to find Will and just sort of like
Blow your nose.
pass her my cup, my mug.
As you are walking downstairs, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh God.
Don't run into the Goliath.
Where's my? Oh, actually, might be alright. Oh no, 11.
11. You're walking down the stairs, and one of the steps that you step on it, and you're getting off it, it moves, and you kind of clamber down, but manage to catch yourself, and kind of get to the bottom, and you see that literally a section of the stairs flops open, and Peacecraft just appears like, "Oh, you. Here's a form. Please fill it, and just put it anywhere. I'll pick it up." And then closes the stairs again. It's a product feedback form for the module he created for you.
Okay. I will pocket that. Paperwork is important. I will fill that in at some point today. And continue towards the coffee. Just pass Will my cup. Morning.
Good morning. And pour it in. Would
Does
you like
RaQui wear pajamas?
scrubs or pajamas? What are you on
Scrubs.
about?
Thank you. Scrubs up pajamas. It's the lab coat that goes over the top that is the day wear. Comes off at night. I'm just gonna take it back and quietly sip. Have you seen Errol this morning?
I think he went out earlier. I was up pretty early, making sure that I got the coffee beans ground and stuff. So I'm guessing Errol probably left around the same sort of time that Will's got up.
Okay.
Doesn't sleep in.
I'll
So
just message him.
yeah,
It's
it'll
fine.
probably be home back at some point. Not home. This isn't home, but yeah. So breakfast.
Coffee. Thanks.
I knew you were gonna say that.
So just gonna fire a text over to Errol. When you've got 5, can you come find me having coffee with Will? And then I'm just gonna stand really awkwardly and silently sipping on my coffee.
So, something that's been bugging me, well, not bugging me, but something that I've been interested in, and you are free to answer or not answer. It's up to you. So, how was the trip to your mum?
I kind of got what I wanted from the trip, I guess
Well,
you could say.
that's good. I'm glad that you got a few answers. I don't know what it was, but
You know, family, complicated.
100% understand that. I just wanted to make sure that you were okay because, you know, we don't really talk about it. So
Yeah, yeah, it's complicated. I mean, I need to go check something out,
Mhm.
and I was gonna ask Errol to come with because he'll only shout at me if I go on my own.
Mhm.
So
And I would also shout at you if you went on your own as well.
Errol's a lot bigger than you are.
Y-
Although
y-
if you include the hair.
Mhm.
But I guess, yeah, you could come along if you weren't doing anything. I don't know if you're
I'm
got
not
any
going
plans.
to impose myself on you. As long as you have someone going with you, that is fine. I just want to make sure that you are okay. I know that we are not as close as you and Errol may be. We have very different personalities. But as somebody who has been working with you for as long as we have been working together, I just wanted to let you know that if you did need me or you did want me to come along or anything, that you can actually ask me as well. I'm not saying, oh no, that just came out really wrong. That's not what I meant.
So I'm just gonna kind of like really shyly say thank you over the top of my cup of coffee because I get what you're trying to say. So, yeah, thank you. Have you heard from Clara?
No,
Still nothing.
still nothing. But, you know, that girl gets into trouble. And
Doesn't she
I
just?
put her on that course this time, so you know. But I just want to know what's going to happen really with Olo and his family, if I'm perfectly honest.
Yeah, has he said anything about what he wants to do?
Nope.
No. Guess we'll wait for him to appear as well.
Speaking of Olo, you're muted.
Olo turns up. Will, can I have a coffee, please?
There is already a mug that is put to the side slightly.
I'm only small, that's a bit big.
Even so, he just dunks it.
I got some news.
Okay.
Tilu's is back.
Errol,
Okay.
you show up about
What?
this time. I think it's about time that you were there. So let's just say you arrive around the same time.
Sweaty
Hello.
and looking for coffee.
The door opens just as I say that. Good.
You open dramatically. Tea leaves is back.
He
Switch
wants
into-
to meet me alone.
And you're not doing that.
Oh no, I am doing that.
I need coffee before this conversation.
Uh,
Looking for coffee.
And also go and slide across another cup.
The opposite of the opposite of Olo. It's like
A little espresso.
okay, did he say
Why?
why? Yeah.
No, he wants to meet
But-
the guy who can poison, who's really good with poison, with my parents there. I'm gonna see him just in case.
Did he say why he wants you alone?
Mm.
Probably so you don't stab him. I think it's probably a precaution. We're going to be surrounded by civilians, so I doubt he's planning anything. I just won't have any coffee when I'm there.
Yeah, you don't eat or drink anything while you're with him, but
I'll try not to breathe as well, but that might be difficult.
I'm gonna say there's always
Hmm.
the breathing issue.
Do you want us nearby?
I'd like you to be ready.
Okay.
But I think he's after something from us.
Where are you meeting him?
I'm not sure yet.
Did he say when he wants to meet?
As soon as. I'm going to tell him yes. And then I'll let you know what he tells me.
Okay.
So, how's your days been?
Coffee.
I mean, it's only just started, although.
Yeah, pretty bad, isn't it?
Fair enough. Okay.
I have less dire news. I'm not around next week. So try not to, get yourselves all into serious trouble next week would be great.
Why, what are you doing?
Corin's coming up. So I'm
Oh,
gonna go.
Corin's coming. Okay. Yeah.
He's really coming here?
Wait, is he coming here? Here?
You get the weirdest look like, yeah, why is that strange?
No reason.
Well, yeah, that makes me feel less paranoid entirely.
I've just got a question though. Is he going to be here, or are you guys vacating off?
Well, he's coming here to the city, and I'll probably get a hotel or something.
Okay.
We really need to think about. Okay, look, I went and saw some places. I got a list of potential places if you all want to stay together, but if not, that's cool. That last conversation didn't really go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Something to think about. Maybe not today, but maybe like soon, because I think we only have these rooms for like a few more days.
That
Sure.
is a good point. Well, I'll get out my my rail map after coffee.
I
And
came
breakfast.
across some potential places that I was looking at.
Breakfast. 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 Breakfast.
Coffee.
Sure.
I know.
More coffee and breakfast and
You head to the
tea
you go into the
leaves,
kitchen.
apparently.
Well, you head to the kitchen, and there is a kitchen there in the guild. There is a kitchen staff. They're working, but everybody's free to come in and cook their own shit if they want to. So you're cooking. The oven opens on its own. Peacecraft comes out and hands you a note. Says, "Can you give that to the little guy with you? Sother asked me to deliver a message." And he just goes back into the oven.
Sure. Okay.
Get out of the oven.
You open the oven again. There's no one there.
I put my hand in slightly just to check the temperature.
I mean, it was the oven was off when he popped
Yeah,
out.
that's. I was just like, hold on a second. I'm pretty sure I turned it on. Did I not turn it on?
You look at it, and somehow it's been turned off again.
Okay. Maybe I forgot to actually turn it on. Okay. Turn it back on.
You make breakfast for everybody, and you have a good meal. Let's have you make a roll for me. Let's make this a chef's tools check. Chef's utensils will be intelligence and the proficiency.
So where's my proficient? There. Not very good today. I think that yeah, I just put that in the trash.
The man popping out of the oven threw you off, did it?
How
Yeah.
much was it?
That was a 6. So she doesn't even go to serve it. She just puts it straight in the bin.
And you burn something. And your scrambled eggs have eggshells in them.
Yep.
So the kitchen staff kindly removes you from the kitchen, and they cook you all breakfast.
Bye-bye.
So for today, you eat with like the rest of the buffet that it's always there, which is very good. And Will, you're kindly removed.
It's just
Sausages.
you know what my problem is? I didn't actually drink the coffee.
I told you it was a bad morning. I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing me that bad luck, that bad juju.
You're welcome.
Errol tries to time it so that he goes up quickly to get food so he can sit next to Ricky and just go like, I got your message. No, anything I should be worried about?
No, not to worry. So the storage locker that my mum gave me the address for, I was thinking of heading and checking it out today, but kind of figured going on my own would be frowned upon. So I was gonna see if you wanted to join me, and then obviously Olo's just shared his news. So I feel like let's wait and see when Tea Leaves wants to meet him. If there's time to go before, then I'll head over there before. If not, then we'll go after.
Afterwards. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy to come with you. I'll just help you sift through things.
Yeah.
We really need to make sure Olo's okay in this. This is...
Yeah, just quickly, you didn't say anything to Will about what happened at my mum's. No.
No, I was
Okay.
pretty, I was kind of, I'm not gonna lie to you, your aunt did kind of a number on me, so I don't think I said anything. I'm 90% confident I didn't say anything.
No, it's cool. She was just asking me about it this morning, but I'm pretty sure she was just trying to be nice. So I just wanted to double check and see if you'd said anything. But if you haven't, that's cool.
And I'm a nudge you with his, he nudges you with like his shoulder and he's like, no, only space for one paranoid person in this group. You have to be the level-headed one here.
Yeah, we'll try this. Although this tea leaves thing, I don't like the sound of this.
No, me either, but I got the impression that, remember, he gave us a lot of information. I don't think he can resurface and just walk around having given away all that information that he did.
I mean, he did, but not after trying to kill us first.
Yeah, and then he failed, and then he gave up a bunch of information, and he thought, I mean, listen, he probably was lying, but he seemed like he was pretty sure he was going to have somebody come after him too, but he got away because he's really good at getting away. If he's come back out into the open, yeah, he wants something, but it comes with a risk for him too, right?
I hope you're right, but I don't like the sound of it.
No,
We'll be there
Hey,
for
I'm not-
Olo to support him
saying
if
I
he
trust
needs
him.
us.
yeah, maybe we can just haul up somewhere close by. Close
Yeah.
enough to run across the street, maybe if needed, or something.
Let's see where and when he wants to meet, and then we can make some plans.
He leaves, doesn't know Rotrick. Maybe we can sit Rotrick somewhere nearby.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, if he's not busy. Someone we trust.
Well, I'm sure Rotrick won't be against the idea of coming and helping you out.
It's not helping me out. It's helping Ola out.
Yeah, helping Olo out. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. I heard you. Errol's like, I'm not just what? I'll look the other way. Eats food.
Will, do you give Olo the message or
Of course, I give him a message.
read it first or not?
No, I will not read it first. I am learning from my mistakes of just randomly going through people's stuff.
That's some definite growth there.
One that might need to be removed, yes, especially when it
Okay.
comes to Olo. But no, I did not read it.
Olo, you
Sneaky
get
bugger.
essentially a note, and it says today noon and gives you the location. It's a when you put it in, it's a cafe in the middle of this district, middle of town. Very busy, thoroughfare, so to speak.
Okay. I'll pass a note to Will and go, read this. This is where I'm going.
She's like, yes, my plan worked.
Okay, and I will put that into my Weaver, so that we have a idea of where you're going to be.
I'm
Obviously,
gonna
let the
go-
others know as well.
I'm gonna go there now. Have a look around.
Do you want some eyes on you?
No, I think I'll be okay for now.
Okay.
And I go upstairs, grab a hoodie, oversized, hood over my head, and just go.
When he goes upstairs, I'm going to message his girlfriend and say, right, we need your eyes. This is a place. Olo is going there. TV is involved.
Oh, look at this. Will respecting my privacy. And then straight away disrespecting my privacy.
Gone.
It's not me. I'm letting your girlfriend know. Whether she chooses to watch and let
One
us
step
know.
forward,
2 steps
one
back.
backflip back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you telling
dear.
me that you guys wouldn't have done that? Really?
No.
Okay, fine.
Do you not remember how much she freaked out when Tea Leaves was involved?
Will's
And
consistent.
mentioned.
That's why she needs to know.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh
So
dear.
Olo has left. That leaves, and then there were 3.
And Will's texting frantically on her phone.
Yeah. Along that time, you get a ping, essentially for a message/email for you, Will.
As soon as that comes up, whether I finish the message or not, I will go and look at it because
It is a message from Clara's superior officer, the gnome general.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm forwarding some information that Clara asked me to deliver to you. She couldn't. And there's an attachment for you to review there and says, before you worry, Clara has gotten herself into a bit of hot water. We're figuring out how to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
He gives you a quick breakdown, and I present to you a new turning point.
Oh no.
Okay.
Clara doesn't have multiple speeds. She goes all out most of the time.
One of the reasons why I love her, yes.
True. She went hard on this to find out what the hell is going on with your quote-unquote maternal grandfather, his company, your mom, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, crossing as many lines as she had to.
Mm-hmm.
Let's call it interrogating in all the meanings of the word as many people as she had to.
Mm-hmm.
Never crossing too many, not getting monstrous, but there were a few broken noses along the way.
They grow back.
She
Throwback. Fine.
fuck. She got the info, but she is in real trouble. Like
No.
she is in military jail facing charges.
Okay.
So I present to you a turning point for you to choose. Clara can choose to stay where she is, face the charges, and maybe salvage a military career.
Mm-hmm.
Or she can walk away and be dishonorably discharged. I will add to this that if she stays, let's just say visitation rights are rough in prison. You'll get a conjugal visit every 6 months or something.
Mm-hmm.
So she's effectively off the board for a given amount of time, unless she, gets good behavior and such.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get back to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Errol and RaQui.
So I'm not too sure what time in the morning this is all
Say
happening.
9 a.m.
How close is the address for the storage unit?
That is a couple of blocks from your apartment. So it would be about half an hour drive.
So doable to go over there and come
Spend
back.
a couple of hours and come back, yeah.
You do know that Olo is gone.
What do you reckon, Errol? Do we go now? Go.
Yeah. 12, right?
12 noon, yes. Olo's already gone ahead. How far is so if we're going straight from the storage unit to the meat place, how far is that?
About the same amount of time back, because it is in your current district and it's a few blocks away from the guild house. It's
Okay.
again, remember that the district where you have the guild house is, and for those watching, every district in Cardis is essentially a city. Imagine if every district was the size of Manhattan. That's basically what it is. It is essentially this is the district of entertainment, culture, the touristy bit. So there's cafes everywhere. And he picked one that was close-ish, but there's a whole lot of people coming and going. So presumably, a place is it's very easy to mingle with the crowd.
What do you reckon?
If you're happy to go and spend, I don't know, a couple of hours and we need to leave. then it's doable. We can do it. We can always go back again. We can take anything that we really need to look at back with us.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm following your lead. I think we need to be back by, I don't know, we need at least 20 minutes to haul up somewhere close enough.
Well, it's 9 o'clock now. It'll take us, what, half an hour to get over there, half an hour to get back. If we have a nose around for like an hour, if we even need an hour, I've got no idea what's going to be there. That then gives us time to be back with an hour to spare to figure out what's going on, where we're going to go. Catch back up with Olo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will, I don't mean to interrupt, but are you okay to head across and we'll meet you there when it gets closer
Sorry.
to the cafe?
Yes, sorry. I was
Not now, but later.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Sorry. Thinking.
You okay?
Yep.
Okay, make an insight check. And Will, unless you're trying to them to, being open to them reading your state of mind, that would be a deception check if you want to.
No,
Nine-
no deception.
19.
What is your state of mind?
My state of mind is
Your mind's in a state.
well, yeah, there is that too as well. It's very much I want her to get out, but I don't want her to lose her career.
Here's something I'm going to tell you. The turning point is like a higher level thing. It's me to you, the player. From Will has no, let's call it, narrative input on that. So I'm just, you, the player, will make that choice.
Yeah.
And then it will be the NPC who follows that course.
But what I mean is, like, in Will's mind, she wants her to like stop now because she's got some information. She's in hot water. She doesn't want her to lose her career because, like, her being in hot water, she doesn't know was she told what that hot water was?
Yes. Not the details, but the fact that she is facing charges.
She's facing charges, exactly. So,
So you're worried. You're like super worried right now.
She's super worried because that was not the intention of asking her to, do this. But she knows that she's got some good information. So that's why she is kind of torn, because it's like I can just like tell her to back off,
and nudge RaQui.
or I can just tell her to just keep going, and I don't know what's gonna happen. She might lose her career. She might blame me for that. So she's very unsure as to what to do regarding this hot water mess that she essentially has created for Clara.
Errol nudges RaQui like something's wrong with Will.
Yeah, it's a storm going on in that face right now. Just a mess of thoughts, like her eyes darting everywhere as more thoughts come through.
Because we went from tea leaves, and Errol turns to RaQui to be like, yeah, okay, you want to go? Let's go. Turns to Will to be like, you're okay? No, you're not okay. Poke RaQui.
Obviously, because I asked Will earlier, have you just heard?
Yes.
Want to talk about it?
Later, this, I think tea leaves is probably more precedent right now, right?
want a distraction?
Potentially.
Want to come with us?
Sure. If you're okay with that. I don't know. What are you guys doing? Sorry, I was not paying attention. I was.
It's this or follow Olo, but Olo didn't want anyone to follow, so.
I've already asked for eyes on him.
From who?
Who do you think? Who is great with technology?
Oh, well, yeah.
Olo is not gonna like that.
Well, he doesn't know it's not gonna kill me, so
Let's hope it stays that way.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying currently. So
Okay,
Unpack
so
that
we
later.
need to get moving if we're gonna be
Okay.
back. So
go.
let's go.
Okay.
Head to my car.
Hunch up in the car. Try to angle the horns.
Yeah, your horns can go out of the sunroof, it's fine. Or out one of the windows.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, horns out the sunroof, Will's hair can go out the window.
She's got the whole back seat to herself. She can just curl it up next to her. It's fine.
she just like wrapped it around herself like a little blanket.
As you're leaving, leaving and guessing to change and everything, get ready.
Submit my forms.
Yep. They grab. So they'll grab. So that's perfect. I'll make sure to have the schedule ready, and not include you on any list if there's anything emergency or anything.
Thank
you. At the same time, a phone passes by your face as it preceded by a fuck. As you see Roderick just throw his phone at the wall. And they go, shit.
Are you okay?
Sure. And just goes and grabs the remnants of the phone.
What happened?
Not important. Just work shit.
Frowning at him like,
Give him a hug.
Hey.
What?
Work shit. Broken phone. You sure it's work shit?
It's work shit. Just shit I don't want to do, but I gotta do, and there's no helping it.
Are you doing it this second?
No, but not this second. Wouldn't work this second. You know what? I need to clear my head, and he just begins to walk outside.
And I look at RaQui and be like, 1 second, and I'll jog after him. Hey, if you need help with whatever it is later, I can help you. Maybe I can help you. I can try.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna be, and he points up to this tower, the gigantic spire that's. I'm gonna be over there, just clearing my head. And he basically gets on his car and just leaves. Before he leaves, he says, just as usual, you and your friends just watch your back, okay? This town is crazy.
Today is. And Errol does he goes to clap his shoulder and then isn't quite sure if he should really do a whole hug, so it's like an awkward tap. Maybe not hug,
it doesn't even register with him. He just continues on his way.
When Errol's in the car, he'll text him emoji hug.
No response. Hey, Olo, you arrive at the meeting spot fairly early, and it's a normal cafe. There's some people coming in, people having, coffee, breakfast, cookies, everything.
Breakfast cookie, delicious.
Doesn't seem to be. I mean, what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna have another coffee.
You're served the coffee. It's not as good as Will's usual offerings. Better than this morning's, but usually, but it's a good coffee. I mean, a coffee from a coffee shop where people are making coffee millions of times a month. Practice perfection, basically.
I'll just have a quick walk around the area. Keep an eye out for anywhere where if I have to run, or anywhere that people could get a bead on us, and just like try and come up with contingency plans of which way to run if shit goes pear
You
shaped.
start poking around alleyways, dark corners, trying to figure out, where people might come at you. Okay. What's your armor class?
19.
You also make a Constitution save for me. DC 18.
No. 11.
You take
That's too much.
40 points of piercing damage and 26 points of poison damage.
I'm down.
You're looking around, poking around, getting getting close to some alleys, trying to look into where anyone can come at you, and as you're passing a place, you're grabbed, pulled, and you feel a stab in the back. And you feel it for more. It's not just the cold, sharp sting. You also feel a burning, almost like from the point it's just fire spreading, and you drop. We'll get back to you.
Oh,
Correct.
no.
Will, Errol, and RaQui.
Oh, it's been a morning.
We're heading to my car.
You're heading to your car,
Yeah.
and you're driving out to the storage place.
Yes, we are.
For the record, I hit you with a sneak attack with a natural 20.
Oh,
Oof.
yes, the man with all the poisons hit you with the poison dagger. Mm. Well, we don't know that's happening.
You get on your car and you drive off into the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you arrive at the storage locker. You get there. You have the information on. Your mother gave you the address and told you that it was a storage locker, but didn't really give you anything else. When you get there, there is a Goliath man behind a counter. With a T-shirt that says "There's always room for more." And he's just there looking at paperwork and says, "Can I help you all?"
Hello there. My mum sent me to have a look for something in our family storage unit. Was owned by my grandparents, I think, but she spared the specifics.
I mean,
I was
I'm
wondering
going.
whether or not you could help.
There is no such thing as a family thing. There's a number in the locker room. If you don't have a number, I can't really help you. Do you know anyone who can give you, did your mom give you the number?
No, she just gave me the address.
Because, I mean, I could look in the registry. That's not really usually allowed, but I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
I mean, I'd be super grateful. My mum hasn't been very well recently, so she wasn't really herself when she told me about the storage unit. She just said it was super important that I come and have a look.
Awesome. Here's what I'm telling you. This guy's just trying to get some money out of you, which is obvious. And you're trying to tug at his corrupt heartstrings. So I'm going to have you make a deception check.
Yeah.
To see if you can draw some humanity out of him. I'm going to roll. I'm going to tell you straight away. You need to roll higher than a 17.
That's fine. I rolled a 20, dirty 20.
He goes, fuck me, fine. Spare me the fucking guilt trip. And he goes in the computer. Okay, name?
MriTtyur? Hopefully.
How the fuck do you spell that?
Oh God, now you're going to ask. Hang on. It's MriTtyur.
And he puts it in and said, yeah, we have a storage account here. It's in the name of Gustav MriTtyur. I don't know if that's the real name, whatever. Yeah, it's number 27. Here's the key. Do you have some ID? Before actually, do you have some ID?
Yeah, absolutely. Whack out my ID.
He went, okay, fine. At least, okay. Hopefully you are who you say you are. Fine. This job is not worth the hassle. Have fun.
I'm gonna give, because he's been nice. Hang on. How, in terms of shields, like, what would be an insult? So if I was to give him like 5 shields to say thanks.
That's fine. That's a normal tip. That's cool. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I mean, if you want to make a friend, you'll give him 10 times that amount. But but there's a difference between giving a tip and we should be buddies.
I tell you what, I'll go 5 times the amount. I'll meet in the middle.
Okay, meet in the middle. Hey, look, this is pleasure doing business with you. If you need anything, just let me know. There is a little intercom near some of the storage lockers. You can get to me if you need anything.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And off you head. This whole exchange and everything, giving you the key, takes about a few minutes, and you eventually do come to the storage locker. You open it, and it is just boxes and suitcases and more boxes. And I mean cardboard, wooden. There is something that looks like a giant gilded bird cage somewhere in the back because Grandpa got kinky.
Okay. Okay.
It's fairly large. Of course, like most storage lockers in Cardis and most, storage places in general in Cardis, including apartment stuff, including some places, some part like the closet in your apartment, bigger on the inside than the outside. That's standard procedure. So this thing holds a storage like a like a storage container, like a ship container worth of shit.
Okay.
Is there anything
There is no manifest. There is no list. There is no inventory.
Fine.
This is not an organized. We have put everything here so you can be archived because Grandpa P is gone. No, it's chuck all that shit in there and we'll figure it out someday.
Amazing. Do I have any sense? Is there anything that pulls me towards it? Anything that I that draws
Make an
me in
insight.
that
I'll have you
direction?
make an insight check. I'm gonna put a difficulty of this one at 25.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I appreciate the hustle, but it's gotta be this.
I rolled a natural 20 and I've got +6.
That's a 26, and you also have a natural 20. What I'll do, this will give you advantage on your investigation roll.
Okay.
Because you do feel a pull somewhere. But there's a whole lot of clutter to go through to get to what that pull is. So if you want to make your investigation check, I'll give you, because I need to respect the natural 20, I'll give you advantage, and you can do this investigation with double proficiency.
Ooh, nice.
When you say double, as in double my proficiency bonus.
Yes.
Your proficiency, though, not your skill bonus, like just your proficiency.
As if you had expertise from a skill, for example.
Okay, so I'm adding on my proficiency bonus again, basically.
Yes.
Right, because otherwise that was a whole lot extra.
Yeah, no. It's not. It's not the attribute and skill again. No. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine.
I will give you, if you roll with advantage, a couple of 20s.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to be big numbers, I would think.
I mean, I rolled an 18 and a 5. So 18 plus 9 is 27 plus 3, 30.
How much was it?
30.
30. You go through a whole lot of stuff. There's a Gen 1 old school weaver in there, of the kind that only allowed one module at a time to be inserted. It's essentially like finding a device that is meant for, like you use micro SD, multiple of them. You find something that could only use like a big ass SD card, old school, or more modern. You'll find something that uses a floppy disk. A few computers is everything. Journals. There is one box you find that one has a pull, and there's a stack of journals that the feeling with those is definite. It's the same feeling. It's a mix. It's the same feeling you have when you meet a body. Okay. And it's also that you feel almost that uneasiness that you had with your aunt. You feel that pull there.
Okay.
I'll tell you though, all this search and just shuffling stuff took you about half an hour.
So I would have said to like Will and Errol as well, like have at if there's anything you find that you think is interesting. But I'm going to pull out all of those bits. I'm not going to look through them. I'm just going to pull them out to take back with me.
If either of you want to make an investigation check to see what else you find.
I can do an investigation.
Yeah, sure.
I will say you, because I did mention it, RaQui, you do get close to that big gilded cage. It has handcuffs on the inside.
Oh, God. I don't want to know.
Well, are you doing your own or are you helping?
I'll do my own.
19.
19.
I got 17.
17. With a 19, You're looking around and you find a pair of. For a moment, you think they're gloves, but you realize they're essentially kind of metallic talons for an Aarakocra, essentially weapons.
Oh.
Aside from that, you find an old like module cartridge.
Getting
Will
good at sniffing out
you
cartridges.
find a recipe book?
Totally having that.
But you're looking at it. You flip through it, and some of these recipes don't make sense, and they have outrageous names. And the names they're not. As chef, you might think that these are pretentious names.
Mm-hmm.
But these are names like dawn over the moonlit sky. Things that don't sound like food. And the recipes, some of the recipes you see, you realize after actually make me you can make an insight check, nature, or arcana.
Let's do insight. 21.
21. These are old school, pre-modern era, pre-filament technology era, alchemical recipes.
Ooh.
But they're written like some alchemist was also a foodie on the side and wrote them all like recipes. Because it's not heat the chemical to this temperature. It's no, simmer for an hour, deglaze. It's full of cooking terminology, but it's potion stuff.
Oh, this is so interesting. I like this. Are you sure that can I keep this?
I don't know. I need to have a look through the stuff. Add it to the pile. We'll take it back with us.
Okay, cool.
There's far more stuff left in here, but you're gonna have to come back and
Yeah.
Let's just say, in terms of what this place represents as a treasure trove, you have acquired 20% of anything valuable in here.
Wow.
If at any point you want to return, there may be more things to find.
Yeah.
There, of course, may be things you don't want to find. And I don't just mean the gilded cage for Grandpa's kinky endeavors.
That cage has got to go.
Errol's paranoid ass is just going to sit for a second before they leave and say a prayer in kind of hopes to. Same thing he often prays for, keeping watch over the things that his friends and family hold dear to them.
Make me a wisdom saving throw. DC 18.
That's my stat, not my save. Where's my save? Up the top. Okay, not great. 13.
13. You feel almost something grab you by the neck and just hoist you ever so slightly up until you're on your tippy toes. You take 6 points of psychic damage as this voice comes in your head. This, how dare you come with your words, your faithless words, into my domain. And the storage locker closes on its own.
Does it close with us inside?
I was assuming you already left because he was the last. I was thinking he was the last one to leave.
Okay.
Because he was staying there in prayer. Likely the last one to leave. That's what was my thought. But if not, then this happens and you see he kind of recoils I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And there's you just see the top of the storage, like the thing, the shutter tremble a bit, and when you leave it closes before you can close it.
He shakes his head and kind of looks at RaQui and says, something heard my prayer, but it wasn't my goddess. Something else is watching over this place.
Bad something? Good something?
Well, I mean, the
Did it
thing just
feel-
shut down on us.
So a question from Errol's perspective, because it did attack. It attacked, but also it said your faithless words. Does he think that something was just offended, that it was someone else's,
Make an insight
Fake.
check.
or it was something bad in general?
Make an insight check.
Oh, that's good. That's good. 23.
Get the vibe that it's like you're praying to your god in someone else's temple.
Yeah,
The
that's
vibe you
see,
got. There. You
that's-
got like maybe not. Maybe it's your divine social faux pas in this case.
Yeah, that was kind of why I asked, because that could have gone both ways. Errol looks. He just goes, no. No, it more like I was praying to my goddess, but a different god watches over this place. You don't normally.
So, not the same vibes we got back at the farm?
No, I mean,
No,
Okay.
nowhere.
No.
No.
Okay.
no, not at all.
This was the bouncer giving you a warning and pushing you away. That
Okay.
was primordial terror made flesh.
Yeah, Errol actually.
Just
I mean,
checking.
the thing is, Errol is he does believe, he is a believer, so he does. He almost is like he didn't realize, so he does put his hand on the door, and kind of in the same kind of way he would pray, just kind of is like, I apologize, I didn't realize, and kind of backs off. Like, it just as he wants to make an actual apology, as the gods exist, so he doesn't want to actually offend them. He wouldn't have done so had he known, at least not in the temple itself, or not in a place already watched over.
Okay.
This
I'm just gonna mutter to myself like this just gets weirder and weirder.
Do you know if your family had a religious leaning?
I mean, up until 2 days ago, I'd never even met my aunt. So
Fair enough.
guess we're kind of learning as we go here. Anyway, let's shall we take this stuff back to the car and make a move back?
Yeah, we should maybe ask. Look, I'm just being paranoid probably, but maybe we should make sure we are the only people with the keys to that place right now.
I mean, the issue is that I have no idea who would have had a key beforehand. So I'm going to hang on to this key that he just gave us. But yeah. Well, we can go back. On the way, we'll go back and I'll see if I can ask him a question.
He's there, just again filing paperwork and drinking coffee.
Super. So thank you very much for I'm done for the day, but I may be back, so I may no, there's no may about it. I will definitely be back, and I may need your assistance in the future, as you have assisted me again today. In the interim, if I leave you my number, is there any chance you could let me know if anybody else comes and accesses it? Is that possible?
Not really. I mean, we log everybody who comes in. So if you come back in, I could check the logs, but I'm not always here. This is my shift. There are other shifts. There's like all the 4 other guys working here, so.
Super. So you kind of do more morning to daytime shifts, yeah?
And on these days, I take half the week, the other guy takes half the week, and then the same for the evenings, there's another 2.
Super. Right. So yeah, I need to do some proper sorting out in there because it's really jumbled. So hopefully be back at some point next week, maybe.
Well, someone will be here.
Super.
Thank
you very much.
Hello.
I think.
I need you to make a con save for me with advantage.
23.
You open your eyes. Everything feels off. You realize someone is holding you and just giving you like a powder to finish putting a powder in your mouth. You realize that you had swallowed some of it. That's what helped you with the poison. It says, I think I taught you better than this. But anywho, he helps you. Tea Leaves helps you up, and you notice that on the side there is a hooded figure on the ground, a sword, with a clear, greenish, oily thing on it, just clatter aside, and just a pool of blood. I was kind of, was coming around to tell you about that, but, someone beat me to the punch.
Yeah, I think I got the point.
We still need to talk.
Okay. Is now a good time?
Yes, and I think you need some, you'll need a drink. And he begins to walk towards that cafe.
I follow slowly.
You both sit down. He orders a drink for both of you. And I think before we head into this, that is a good place for us to take our break.
Yeah.
And we'll be back in 10 minutes with the rest of our story. Join us and see what awaits. See you all in a bit.
Go for that for later.
And we're back. On our group in the car. You're all heading back now?
Yes.
Olo, you are sitting across from Tea Leaves in the cafe where you were due to meet. He orders a tea. Just order whatever you want.
I'll have a small coffee, please.
You get your drinks, and he starts drinking it. There's a reason I asked. I told you, open space, lots of people moving about, lots of witnesses. Also, better ways to get out of Dodge. Anywho, how you been, my boy? It's been some time.
Life's strange, but I'm okay. Or I was until a couple of minutes ago.
Fortunately, much like you, I had the idea of keeping an eye on things from an early hour. What are you doing here?
Working.
No, I gather that. The whole secret thing. What are you doing?
Looking for what I'm going to be doing for my future.
Huh. And let me ask you the actual pointed question. Are you doing this because that's what you want, or because that's what Aldara told you to do?
I don't know what I want at the moment.
As much as it may be difficult for you to perhaps accept, I do care about you. I mean, I more or less raised you. I trained you. So you have a lot of skills that could be very useful and very, lucrative as well. Your choice what to do with them, of course. I just don't want you to, if you're gonna be doing this, it's fine. Or if you want to go out and, be an assassin or do your infiltration thing with the whole side job of investigative journalist, which, I know a few people who actually pull that off as a regular job. That's fine. Just make sure you're doing it for you. And not because you're, and I'm sorry to say this, you're in love with the idea of someone.
Understood.
Also, don't go visiting your parents.
No.
You have nothing to worry for me. I have no interest in them. I have no interest in Aldara at all. That was a mission. I don't really care what she does with her life. Your life is your own. I mean, I worry about you, but other than that, you're on your own. You know how they say never meet your heroes? In this case, it's never meet your parents. You'll find things out. You'll discover things. Maybe you'll discover. Maybe it'll all be fine. But there's also a good chance that it won't. Because I'll just give you this little bit of information. Suppose I owe you for it. You're not the first Olo that stopped on their doorstep claiming he's back. Mind you, I had nothing to do with any of that. Not my scams are not my area of expertise or interest. So again, if you want to do it, it's up to you. It is your life and it is your parents. But just be aware that it's not going to be a fairy tale. Knock on the door. Oh, honey, you're back.
Okay.
Other than that, well...
Did the guy who stabbed me have anything to do with my parents?
No.
No, nothing.
It has something to do with the faculty.
Okay.
Both of us have committed the grave sin of snitching. Those were your stitches. Fortunately for you, the compound I gave you should take care of the toxin and even give you a bit of accelerated healing for the next couple of days. Take care of it. But try not to get into too much trouble.
Thank you.
I am working on a solution for myself. I may be able to find a solution for you, but that would involve you trusting me.
Well, you're one step closer to earning that.
I suppose. Well, I will leave you to it. Just remember what I said. be here because you want to be. And if this isn't your thing, there are countless opportunities in the world for a man of your skills. He gets up, leaves payment, and walks away. And as soon as he's in the middle of the crowd, someone passes in front of him, and he's gone.
Olo just sits there, slowly sipping his coffee. By the time he finishes it, it's cold because he's been sat there so long.
The waiter comes and says, "Sir, do you need anything else?"
No, thank you. The coffee was lovely.
Thank you. I'll give our barista your compliments.
And Olo just gets up and just starts a slow trudge home.
You head home, this time keeping to more populated spaces, and public transport and everything, I'm guessing. And you get back to the Seekers Guild. For the rest of you, you arrive at the guild heading earlier. In your mind, presumably to get ready to go with Olo. I think in terms of how it plays out, you're both arriving around the same time. The only difference is that you can see that Olo's jumper is stained red with blood, mostly around his back.
Olo, are you okay? Do we need to find a medic?
Medic, eh?
Well, points.
He's at 1 HP. So he is rough.
Right.
Okay, what happened? Was this tea leaf?
No. Tea leaf saved me.
What?
Yeah, my fault exactly. Faculty taught me a lesson, and tea leaves has taught me another.
What did he teach you?
Nothing says it seems.
And what does that mean?
He warned me about my parents. I'm not the first Olo to go home.
I cast a level 4 cure wounds, and you heal back for 26 points of health.
That feels so much better. That takes care of actually let's just with the compound that you were given, that tea leaves gave you, you heal for double of that, because you have a bit of a accelerated healing in your system at the moment, so you double up on that.
Thank you, Will. Thank you.
No problem.
I suppose it makes sense. They're running this whole charity based on you. Plenty of people out there who'd want to take advantage of that.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know. My memories of them are from so far ago. I should have known they have changed. So, how's your day been?
I offended a god.
Oh, nice.
Unintentionally. Hopefully that's okay.
How'd you accidentally offend a god?
Yeah, you say something you shouldn't probably say, to be honest.
Like more like you send a prayer to a goddess who isn't the god in residence of the place that you're at.
Okay, okay.
It's all right. I think if a god was really offended, I would know.
Yes, you would.
Or you guys would know, and I think I just wouldn't be here, but
That is also a possibility.
it's more like a warning. I think we've found some things that need further investigation. Looks at Ricky.
Yeah, so are we gonna find somewhere to live like now?
Yep.
So that I can just unload them from my car once, or is it worth me unloading them from my car now?
Sure, I sent you all the places that I looked at.
Oh,
There's a
why don't we
place in a-
go
Places
look
in
at them?
bunches of districts, different price ranges,
Oh, why don't
different
we
room types.
let's go look for places then, and then
Do
we
you
can
all want to
figure out.
stay together? Because that's what I was thinking, but
I said you're all
Yeah.
going to be sharing the same apartment.
No, I think if we share the same building,
close enough, fine, sure.
yeah.
Hey, for the rest of the day, apartment renting a montage ensues. Looking at different places, different districts, everything. It's a whole lot of car ride. You owe RaQui for the gas money.
No, I go by train. Come on, I have a train ticket.
That's true. You do. You did purchase a train ticket. You purchased for one. Did you purchase for 1 day or for the month? I think for
It was for
one
the
day.
month.
Really?
Yeah, it was for the month. Because we didn't know.
True.
Because
True.
she didn't know, and then we ended up traveling because she went and traveled on her own one day, and then the other day was when we went to the museum thing. So it was a monthly one.
So I mean, you have an easier. I mean, it takes you longer because it's trains and people and transfers and everything. But you do manage to go anywhere.
That's fine because I get to know the area a bit more as well, and know the how easy it is to get to these places publicly, transport wise. If we end up having to do that instead of using the car because Ricky is like gone off early or something,
It'll be about 25 crests for the the daily pass on public transport. So if anyone wants to spend that amount, if not, Ricky likely will drive. Anywho, we'll leave the actual choice of the where exactly, but essentially by the end of the day, and with the help of the fact that you are seekers, things are expedited a bit, and the places are yours, and they're not fully furnished, but they have a few things, a bed and a very old ratty looking couch. It's up. We'll look at expenses for you to turn this into your dream homes between games, but essentially everything's getting ready for you to move out whenever you want.
Well,
and we'll say that by the next game, you will be operating from those places in terms of the day-to-day, unless you're heading into the guild.
look at us being productive. Who wants a celebratory cup of coffee?
Can you give me a hand to get the boxes in first? Is that all right?
Yes, I just meant I could put the kettle on. Boil
Among
the
Go put-
water.
among
put
the
the
bo-
kettle
in
on,
the
I'll
box
carry
you do
boxes.
see the thing that Errol had found, which is essentially like claw weapons for your, if you want to, turn your talent into much more deadly weaponry.
Found these. I put them in your box. I thought they might come in handy.
Sharp.
They're,
Thanks.
they're pretty sharp. Yeah. And this, and I hold up the weird module.
I'll have to see whether or not there's someone at the guild that can have a look at what that
The
is. I've
module
also
is fairly old, so it is really incompatible with your modern weavers. So
yeah.
Well,
I've got-
Peacecraft.
Yeah, oh, actually, I need to do this review thing. I'll do that and drop it back to him tomorrow. And then I've also got this super old weaver that I found. Hopefully he can have a look at both for me and see whether or not there's anything interesting on there.
Does it fit into the old Weaver? Maybe you can boost it up.
this thing has been without a battery for a couple of decades.
And it's
Okay.
so old we
Maybe I'll
can't
have to
even
piece it
charge
up.
it. Yeah.
I mean, you
I,
could. I mean, make either a tech roll, or I allow insight as well.
I don't think I can help you.
I can help.
I
Uh,
can help you.
Olo can help. I mean, at this point, Olo might just be better off doing it himself.
You want me to do it myself?
That's really bad. I'm just gonna look at it and pass it to Olo because clearly I have no idea what it is.
I have a look at it. I rolled a 24.
This is a Gen 1 Weaver. This is, when I say Gen 1, this is around the time when they first start adding the telecommunications features to like the module readers. And a few features. Essentially, it's like an analog phone, like an old Nokia. But it was before they introduced technology where we were essentially keep a charge by drawing in ambient mana. These had to be charged. Basically, the like the bank feature that you have in your weavers nowadays, that had to be manually loaded up, and it would be the phone's charge. So you could presumably just dump some mana into it, and it'll charge up. We'll say with that 24, this thing is so old, and it's likely that some things have degraded. It'll need to be a very controlled, careful, like influx of mana to do it properly. So basically, one of you will have to make a roll to see if you can, carefully don't overload the thing.
Okay. I'll pass on the information. Yeah, it should be in a museum.
Taking it back to the
Antique.
Seekers it is. Okay. Cheers, Olo. I think I'll take it in with this review form tomorrow and give it to an expert.
Well, anything else you guys wish to do? I mean, I will tell you, even if you don't have anything pressing to do in terms of your own quest, you are still seekers, so you are always free to go look for trouble. Sorry,
I'm
jobs.
If everybody is okay, Errol wants to go back to check on Roderick.
Sure.
Okay, but before we do that, I just want to message Eldara and ask her to dig deeper in on my parents.
Okay.
And mentioning apparently there was a previous Olo.
You send her a message, and the first message you get back is a multimedia message of a photo of you sitting with tea leaves in the message. What the fuck is that?
I send back, you should have got the angle where I got stabbed by the facility and he saved me.
I'm gonna make a roll. This will be a luck check for Will.
Oh,
Higher
no.
than 10, lower than 10, pick.
Hi, or
If
lower,
she
Jade.
blabs on you or not.
Let's go high.
Okay. You want 11 to 20.
Okay, yeah.
That's a 12. She does not mention your name. She does not mention your name. So she just goes, what do you want?
He just wanted to warn me about my parents.
There's no response. I look into it.
Thank you.
And he doesn't. Are you being good?
Always.
You get a just ellipsis as a response.
It could have been worse. It could have just been.
Errol, if you're heading back to the Seekers, I'm going to quickly scribble in this review and give you that and the card and the Weaver. Go, can you give this to Peacecroft for me? And I filled in the review and attached a note to it, and it's a really positive review to make him happy. And on the note, I've just said, is there any chance you'd take a look at this for me? I appreciate it's very old, but figured you'd be the best person to ask. And then just sign my name.
Okay.
I'm
Errol,
going to go with.
Yep.
I want to look at the job board.
Okay.
Oh, I need to stab something.
Will, are you staying with RaQui or heading off as well?
I'm gonna stay behind because I've got some thinking to do. Also, I want to go through this information that was given to me.
We can go over that very quickly. Your mom is in transport. She was being kept in Felonor. She's now on the way to Cardis, where your grandfather currently is. And she is due to arrive in the next few days, and there is a couple of locations marked as potential holding spaces for her. And there's a warning there that your grandfather's kind of consolidating some of his forces there for a big job. So any rescue will be dangerous.
When has danger stopped me?
It's a warning. It's just a statistics. It's just basically you'll be facing more or less the same kind of soldiers that got into the hospital room, but a whole lot more of them.
Okay. I am gonna message my dad.
Okay.
And say that Mum's dad, because I'm not gonna go on Grandpa. He doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mum's dad is involved. I'm Working on it.
You get a message immediately back. And it says, be careful. It says that man is very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And about 20 minutes later, you get another message. It says, I heard from Dad. I know Mom's coming to you. Want me there? I can bring a whole lot of shady people.
All of those people.
Damn it, I don't want him involved. Ah! The reason I didn't message him.
Background, it was more a case that your dad got the message, and then your brother called him.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with Mom? You know, have you heard from her? And in his stress, he blabbed.
Yeah.
And then your brother just goes, cool. Will's got the info. Let me just talk to her directly.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Two questions. One, you know how like on specific apps it tells you when something's been like read?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Are you gonna leave your brother on red?
No, I need to find out before. So some messaging apps, I'm not gonna
Like
name them.
WhatsApp, the blue mark, yeah.
And also Apple iMessage also does the same thing.
Because it's a trend, and I want to make this call. Let's make it a luck check. 11 is to choose high or low.
Low.
Low. Okay, so 1 to 10, it's not. So that's an 8. So it's not. So the message, gets the mark of being received, but not. You don't see anything for read.
Okay.
You just read it. You just read the notification bit.
That's what I was just, because I was going to say, if there's like a thing that says that things are read, I was going to say, is there a way of reading the message just on the notification? Because then it shouldn't, hopefully.
Yeah.
So it just comes up as delivered. So I might buy myself some time with regards to that. Cool. Just like shit. Okay, cool. I need to figure that out. I will figure that out after everything else. I have a feeling he's going to end up calling me if I don't eventually.
There's a possibility, but
yeah, I'm just going to leave it for now and then deal with it if he ends up calling me.
You'll
So
just turn up.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm
With a bunch of shady people.
Oh, I really don't want him turning up with a bunch of shady people or just turning up at all because I don't want him getting involved. But that's just like family. Yeah. So yeah, she's just gonna be like, oh fucking every.
I mean, you know that your brother, you know that Voltaire will show up if he has to.
Yep. Yep, I know.
Yeah. We then go to the Seekers Guild. Roderick is not there.
No, he's in the tower. So.
Although there's a bunch of jobs, there's of course there's some extermination stuff. In the Central District sewer, some things there's some anomalies there. The water treatment facilities, there's an occasional, hiccup, and poop comes alive. So someone needs to go in and deal with it. There's a missing persons case. Kid went missing recently. They're still trying to find him.
Okay,
That
I'm
one,
taking
that
one.
one's emergency. Like, came up just a few hours ago.
Yeah, that seems pretty personal. So I'm taking that one.
Okay, perfect. Olo, Errol, you give P. Well,
I go to find Peacecraft, I guess. I'm just
you
like
go to the
wandering around.
receptionist. Sothar says, "Okay, I'll ring him." And the floor opens. He comes up. So, what's up?
I have these things for you from RaQui.
Right. Sees the form. Then takes the form, reads that it's been. Let me just see if he reads the obvious attempt at getting, the fact that was flatteringly written. That's a natural one. He takes it in.
He's like,
He takes it in earnest. Because if he had roll high, reel it not because. Let's say he was looking for accuracy, not flattery. But natural one, he takes it. Okay, fine, good. Another satisfied customer just drops the paper in the hole. Takes the old module, takes the weaver, says, "What do you want me to do with this?"
I think she wants to see if you can get them functioning.
I have a better idea, and she just drops them in the hole as well. I need your weaver.
Oh, sure. He gives it over.
He grabs it, inserts a module in it, then begins to type a few things, and hands it to you. I installed your new module. It'll be disabled until you reach copper rank.
Okay, thank you.
If you try to hack it, I will know.
I wouldn't know how, so it's fine.
Okay, and he just goes back into the hole and closes it over him.
Thank you. I think. Okay, I'm gonna find. Right. He goes to say goodbye to Olo, but I take it he's already fled with a job.
No, he's waiting.
Okay. I'm gonna find Rotrick. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah. I've got a job I could use help with. I'll come with you for this, and then we need to go find a lost kid. You'll help, of course.
I'll help. Give me a minute though. Let me just go check on Rotrick
Yeah, no worries.
first.
Takes you a little while to get to the tower because the tower, it is massive, and it does have kind of like an entrance on each of those central districts because that's kind of where the legs are. This thing is massive, like 2-3 kilometers high. When you get inside, the lift's broken.
What?
And it's just stairs. Now, here's the thing. I could make you roll Constitution saves to climb the stairs for the 3-kilometer building. Alternatively, I could just give you 3 levels of exhaustion.
Nope. I'll roll the con saves. I probably have a better chance.
Okay,
What's
they
the
will
DC,
increase. It's going to be about 10 rolls, and they will increase in difficulty from 15 on.
I just take the levels of exhaustion. Yeah, but that
Just being
messes
straight
me
with
up
you,
if I'm
that you
about to-
will be rolling. There's a good amount of distance you can get with just your normal stamina. Stairs are a bitch.
Yeah, but 3 levels of exhaustion if I'm about to go on a job. I think I'm gonna end up worse if I roll con saves. I'm just gonna have to take the exhaustion. I could get big. Does that half the disc? Does that because I can
No.
take the stairs like 3 at a time?
Yeah, but you'll be uncomfortable going up. And it's at most it'll remove like 3 saving throws. It's still like 7 of them.
Yeah, no, I don't have the greatest con modifier. I'll just take the exhaustion and suck for saving children.
In terms of Olo, you see the 3-kilometer stair, the stairs to climb the 3-kilometer tower. Do you go as well?
No.
Good. Someone sensible.
Yeah.
You reach the veranda of it. It is far up. You see the whole of Cardiff stretch beneath you. You're at a height where you can see above. You can see planes. Not really. Planes are far higher up, but you do see a lot of the air traffic. You're wheezing. To remind everyone on exhaustion and its levels.
Yeah, it sucks. I don't think I'm gonna be any help for Olo, but here we go.
First level, disadvantage on ability checks. At 2, half speed. At 3, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. You get to there and you see Roderick just sitting there on a bench. He's alone. The place is empty. It's just like ceramic floor with a bit of, so some places where it's been cracked and you can see like the metallic mesh underneath, and just a railing and then just empty space. You have to be it's a place where if you don't have fear of heights, you have definite respect for it. He's just sitting at a bench, just like rubbing his eyes or just looking out, just a dead, just 1,000-yard stare.
You're just like wheeze and head towards him.
You move around. He gets in his. What the? Did you just climb the stairs?
Lift's broken.
Yeah, I have a deal with the maintenance guy. There's a teleporter for me and him, but it's key to DNA, so it wouldn't work for you. So I wouldn't walk this distance. What are you doing here?
Remind me next time that I don't know. You. Okay, let me get my breath. Okay. You looked like you were decidedly not okay, and I said I would come check on you.
It's just something I have to do. I've been putting it off for a long time because, frankly, I don't want to do it. But if I don't do it, someone else will, and it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad for me. Just trying to come to grips with that.
What have you been putting off?
Too complicated to talk about.
Okay.
And he's just more or less kind of pacing.
Complicated. Morally complicated. Complexity.
Spiritually, emotionally.
Yeah. Okay. Got some of that stuff going on too, so.
I think I should I just do it and just get it over?
Kind of depends what it is. You don't have to say, I just mean. Some stuff. Some stuff is stuff you don't come back from, and some stuff is stuff that you live with. Is it something you can live with? Is it worse if someone else does it?
For me, yes.
Oh. Is there an easy way of doing it? A nice way?
On this one.
And there was a time limit, huh?
Talking to you, I think I just need to face it, and do it. And he comes to you and attempts to give you a hug.
I hug him.
Hug him. I need you to make 4 Constitution saving throws for me.
I knew he was gonna do something. I felt it coming. Oh, I'm at disadvantage for all of these though, right? Oh, fuck off. Wait, hang on. How many am I doing? Should I just do them all at once?
There's 4 of them.
Okay. First one is decidedly going to be a fail. I rolled an 8. I also rolled a natural 20, but
Yeah.
Oh. That's gonna work either. Well. First 2 are most likely fails. First one was an 8 on the dice. The second one was only a 12, and I think that's
Not enough.
my con mod is only like 2, so that's not enough. But the last one was a 17 and 18, so 17, 19.
Okay. I have good news and bad news for you. Oh, also, I need to make a few rolls.
Is Roderick pushing me off of this building? What is happening?
You take 36 points of piercing damage. And you are blinded and paralyzed.
Ah. Okay.
He hugs you, and then you feel the blade coming to your back. Says, I kept telling you, watch your back, and you didn't pay attention. So I have to tell you, I almost didn't do my job for you. I almost couldn't go through with it. But when you are of the quiet, you have to. And then he throws you off
What?
the tower. And that's where we're going to end our session.
Oh shit. It's just
Thank
the
you.
hand.
Thank you all.
He's falling.
Not even. You are trapped in the hugging.
I was holding him, so
no,
if he pushes me,
he basically gets
he has to
off
like
and
duck
just
through.
throws you. But you don't see it because you're blinded.
Yeah.
For the record, the third saving throw would have been 8d6 poison damage.
Which I didn't take.
You didn't take, which could potentially have left you, closer to death. And the last one,
I am resistant to poison damage too.
yeah, that too. The first one was blindness, paralysis. The third one would have given you another level of exhaustion, which would have essentially taken your half your life away. And that gets lost essentially retroactively. So any damage you would take, if your half-life goes, it's rough. And that's where we end this game. Thank you all for joining us. We'll be back next week. And we'll find out if Errol can fly. And for the record, through the interactions, yes, Roderick pretty much was very much into you, which was a conflict of interests.
I climbed all those stairs for him. I came up here to comfort him. Gonna cry.
I told the players one thing, that the attack on Olo was planned from the beginning for this season, at least from the arc they got into Cardis, but only contingent on Olo heading off on his own. The attack on Errol from Roderick was also planned from the beginning, contingent on Errol following him up the tower.
Nothing if not loyal, man.
True. We'll see what happens next time. Bye.